All right, so yeah, what I was saying is, too high, too high, too fast. Remember what we talked about last week or 2 weeks ago when we hit 72.65 there on the ES and said, "Man, this is our fast reversal level, right?" And we hit our fast reversal level. What happened? Yeah, it was too high, too fast, right? So remember, like last year, remember with the contract there when we sold to 75 or 75.62 level. Sorry, because it's in the back of my head. We sold the 75.62 and we rammed it to 6,900 in like a week, not even. I said this is too high, too fast, way too high, too fast. And we hit 6,900. We basically entire move. This is what I mean by it. So you can't go elevator down, then elevator up, and continue the because you have to back test levels, right? So if you just ram it up to the side, um, there's no back test of structure levels, and we don't get good. It's a chaotic auction with boom straight down, straight up. So there's there's no time in the auction for like bids and offers to like structure to form. Does that make sense? Talked about this lots. So yeah, exactly. Yep, yep. I think the people watching on YouTube here can't hear you talk, but that's okay. I'm just talking to you. That's okay. I got my computer uh, um, sound here deleted. Actually, let me just go here. No, screw it. If they want to join in the chat, they can they can come in the room. But yeah, it's too high, too fast, right? We don't get a chance for structure to form, back test to come, and we don't get good auction. It's like straight up, straight down, straight up, straight up. Basically a bid off environment, and we're in price discovery, right? Price discovery is chaotic, right? It's a rip up, sell rallies, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, so the market can find a bid, right? And an offer too, right? Because bear market rallies are brutal; they're straight up. Usually, when up on a bear market rally, you go straight down again, right? So it's indicate this is exactly what happened on this push off our 72.65. We hit it. We wanted 71.87, but we hit our fast reversal level 72.65, and we just went straight up, right? Straight up to where? Then we had a contract rollover, so almost got all the way to our 76.56, and it's just too high, too fast, and boom, see you later. Sell it down, right? This is where we are. So here we are, right? There's the drill down there. There we go. There's to 687 here on NQ. So what are we watching here with this tomorrow? With that information, what are we? Well, anything can happen here. If we hold 687 here on NQ 74.22, like what happened last night? Let's talk about the levels. We got to a low of 74.22 to the tick on ES, right? To the tick, right? And hit it. It's basically the low of the session, right? Bounced off that nicely, right? We bounced off 74.22 nicely. We went right up to our 74.51.25 level, basically the high of the rally. Sold off from there, right? Came back down here. Now we're going to open most likely in these lows. You know me, whenever we're in a reversal zone, I'm always going long, right? No matter what. If we do open down here, I fully expect people to sell weakness. I want people to sell weakness, and I want to see if this area is going to hold. If it's going to hold, we're going to look to take advantage of these offside shorts who chase weakness, see if the market can take back up on it, right? 74.22 to 74.61 on the ES is overall what we for that kind of leg. See if we can get it, right. Right now, you got a lot of short interest at 74.50, right? See what happens with that. Now, if 74.61 bids, like I laid out early this morning, once I saw the sell, then we could catch a bid and retrace this towards 7,500, which is our macro level for the year, right? from 62.50. Now, what happens if we break 74.22? Well, if it breaks 74.22, it gets ugly, bro, right? We could snap. We're going to shift down. We'll have to see that 73.43 level staring us in the face. It could hit that, and that's kind of like our macro level because if we're down there, we'll have to see what happens. But I'm going to lean on kind of like the bottom of this frame here that we're working on. Now we've contracted levels for me, right? Yes. So I got to wait to see for us to expand back out here. I hate when we do this, when we have a large expanded session to the downside and our levels contract. I hate it because I know what's about to happen. So I think we got a good chance to hold 22 to kind of 12-ish, right? We'll see if it holds, right? Coming in. So far, we're catching a bit here. As far as the NQ goes, you see how we dipped here. I said in the room we could flush here to 687. We literally just did that now. Now we have some low position shorts here. It's quote unquote 750. They're right at kind of 750 to 760. So they're selling quote unquote 750. And then you got another heavy offer there at 85, right? Which is trying to fade 800, right? But if this 87 holds, we're going to look for this thing to rotate up to 85. And if we can run those stops over 85, if we can run them over 85, we're going to look for NQ to see if it can rotate up to our 80. Let's kind of see what happens there if it does, right? But for us to do that, we would have to bid past 85 here. Get that bid over top and see if it can push. So that 85 here on inside push, which we're trying to right now, something we need to pay attention to. But as you can see, we just hit 687 perfectly while we were talking, and you're already seeing a 50-point bounce literally right off the level. So see what happens here coming into. Still got like 15 minutes, so I don't think too much is going to happen. You might see a little bit of an attempt to kind of bounce this here, but we could be in a sell the rally auction here to start. So just expect people to sell weakness. So lower shorts on the NQ here, right at 760, and then again at 800. Very obvious on the tape. See what happens. Sorry, 760 and then 85. Stops are most likely over 800. Anyways, that's kind of all I got here, man. When I sit down and I look at the screens, I go, okay. Too high, too fast. I was correct about that, right? We tried to trade 75.97 on the stream there yesterday, right? Couldn't get it. Remember what we talked about? Couldn't get it. Boom, sold. Came down, broke 78. That triggered the move to 739. And what did I say last night? If we can't get over 75.39, we could rotate down to 7,500. We couldn't get over 75.39. Couldn't hold it. We sold down to 7,500. Once we broke 7,500, that was our, trigger that this thing would probably sell harder. Obviously, I was sleeping when it happened. Here we are, right, down at 74.20. There we are, bro. Buddy, here this morning. Nico's here. What's up, buddy? You see that? You see what the NQ did? Just came up to 740, 750, immediately sold back down to 87. So yeah, they're selling rallies here. So they want to sell weakness, right? Let's let them sell weakness and let's see how low they can take it, and we'll just see where these shorts get offside at. At some point, you can't sell weakness anymore. This is where we find the offside shorts, and this is where we take advantage. That's what we will waiting for. Anybody have questions? Stream up here for you guys. And There we go. All right. Any questions here, guys, before we get going? You guys good? Good. Everyone understands what's going on here? Got about 10, 12 minutes here before the. You guys are good in the room. So I'll go on mute here and I'll be back here in about 10 minutes. Right before the. All right. I'll be right back. All right. Hey, we're live. What's up? What's up, YouTube? All right. I don't know if you missed the morning powwow that we had right there, but go back and watch it there. Went over the levels, called it live there, a 687 bottom there on NQ. That was our level. As you can see, we're ripping off it. And we will see what we do with it here. We're going to push right into the offer here at 760. Offers at 760. Again into 85. Those need to be cleared out. See if we can past 85 here on the upside. But again, we'll see if they want to sell weakness. Usually these overnight moves, they try to sell weakness at the open. We can already see where their lower positioning here on the tape is. See that? Boom. Right where we go to right now, 760. So they still want to sell weakness, right? Everybody wants to short, right? Short the bottom, short the lows, and this is take advantage of them here. So again, stops here past 760 and then again over 85 and see what happens here. We'll see if 687 can hold on. But as always, we could move lower here and just have to wait. Market decide that. But told you, as soon as we got to 760, boom, to the tick. Sold it. Now everybody's excited to sell here 5 minutes before they sell the lows here. So this is where they try to get everybody excited to sell the lows, right? ES. Again, into our 74.22. We'll see if it holds. It was the exact low of the overnight session, perfectly to the tick. And we're going to also open in those lows here. So the market's trying to get you to sell the lows, right? People will chase weakness. We're just going to have to see how everything trades down here, see if this bottom kind of reversal area can hold up here. But I expect selling pressure here as soon as the market opens. We'll just see if the bulls respond here. Want to buy right away through these established short positions that we can see on the tape. It's very easy to see. Let's see what happens here. We got about 3 minutes to go on the bell. And yeah, should be a fun tape here to watch this morning. I would love to see NQ rally up towards 880, but it all depends if we can get past kind of like 85 here. Again, I'm a father first here, so you're going to hear my kids in the background. They play. So it is what it is, man. My youngest birthday there, or my oldest birthday there yesterday, so he's still flying. So it is what it is. We're going to open up at the very lows here today, so let's just see what happens. All right, you guys ready? You guys in the room, you guys ready? Griff, you there? Who else is here this morning? Who's on the mic? Oh, look at all you guys here. What's up, Tone? What's up? What's up, Nico? What's up, Martinez? Yo, good morning, Chris. Mr. Griff, Mr. Ashmole. So, again, we got a week open here. We're going to open right at the lows here. 74.22, 687 on the NQ. Let's see what happens. They're going to entice people to sell the lows. Let's see if we shift down here. So, I just had a frame expansion there on that last push down here. So, my levels are much bigger here now. So, I'm going to have to wait to see how this. That sucked. That last drill down right there just exploded. See, which I hate. So just have to see what happens. But we're gonna open right at over. They're gonna sell weakness, and we'll see how low they actually take. Typical market. All right, there's 687 on NQ. We're almost into 22 here on the ES here. We're almost tagged it. Minute and a half here to go in the open here. Everyone's, oh, we're making new lows. Oh, short it. Short the breakdown. And it can work, right? It can work for, 30, 40, 50 points. But we never sell weakness. Let's see if we're going to shore up here. We'll see. But again, when we open this deep, we want to give a chance. We would possibly shift down here in this area. Could be our top zone here. Whenever we open this deep, we always want to give it that opportunity. Let's see what happens. You're going to have some low shorts here on the NQ 700, right? They're right there. See the pull up here in the 95. So short the lows. So let's see what happens. Right now, we just plunged into 22 here. We're pulling off of here right away. We recovered 687. We really got some low position shorts there. We're at 700 on the NQ. Right above it. So 700, then again at 760, then again up at 80. So let's see what the response is here. Seconds. Let's see what happens. We haven't had a week open like this in quite a while. Let's see what they do. 30 seconds. You can probably hear my kids laughing in the background. Sorry, but not sorry. Here we go. Let's have some fun. Look at this. Market getting bought up right off 687. Let's see if we can get over that 742 level here or not. Let's see how they open it. 3, 2, 1, and we're open. Let's see what happens. See if they push it down right away. Down right away, 687. Rating is 22. NQ could smash like 50 points below this thing before. It's just how it trades. How the open trades. There you go. Everyone sold the lows there, back over 87. See if it turns the corner here, back over 87. So everyone wants to short below our 87, shorting the lows. You can see the short positioning right away. Everyone short below 7. So if it pulls up, there's no prints above it. It can run. See if this thing starts bidding above, back above 700 or not. But they sold weakness here, which is to be expected. This is what we talked about. The open, they want to sell weakness, and we're just going to see here. There we go. We're down to 642, bottom level here. We'll see if we shift down here or not. If we reclaim 687, we'll see if the bids kick in here and try to go. So far, everybody's selling weakness, which was the plan, right? Okay, let's see how weak they sell it. There's our shift down on the well, that's what we want. Give a chance to shift. Let's just see what happens here. See if we get down to 7402 here. There we go, selling weakness. So if we come down to 589 here, close to 589, I'm stoked with that. But as you can see, we're starting to bid here right on that 642. See if this thing peels up and reclaims. There we go. Reclaiming 687. See that reversal? Everybody sold weakness, what I tell you. I fucking told you, man. Well, you never sell the lows. Ever. Buy weakness. Go all the way back up. All right. See if we can take out the these stops here on the NQ here above 760 and then above at 785. Everyone will short here like 750, 760. So we'll see if they can protect the stops. This could rip. Here we go. Test the stops. Now we'll see if we rip up to 85 from here. Now that 880 target becomes really nice here because it's right at the top of where we could possibly trade. It just depends if we can get over 85 here now. Get over 85, it looks decent, but they're going to sell here. As soon as we get close to 85, try to sell. And then the ES here, looking below our 22, getting bought. So it's still kind of cloudy here. I don't like the rates that we calculated. And see if we get our regular levels back, but we'll watch 74.22 here now that we look below it and held. Want to push up here, see if we can get up to, we'd like to get up to 41 at least, and then obviously 61 is that main leg target if we can, right? So let's just see if the rallies are sold, right? If the rallies are sold, this thing will do a round trip and come back down. We want to wait at least until for the first 5-minute close here, 10-minute close. We want to observe the tape. We're still shifting around. Price here, chance to settle down, right? Price discovery. See what happens. Looks below 742 here so far in the NQ, kind of trying to be supported here, but as you can see, the massive wall here at 760, like I said before the open, that they're sell, trying to protect the stops. See if we can rotate back down again here into 687 or how this first 5-minute. Pretty typical open. Fully expected that. Sell weakness, then buy weakness. See what happens. See where the bid actually kind of. All about a stop run here at this point. All right, we got to clear some of this. The NQ, or sorry, on the ES, it's above 40 here. 40, 42. If you can get that bid and pass, then we can chance here to get Clark 60 right at 760 and then test 60 here right now. Watch the tape here. See how they're refreshing here on the tape? You want to see strong bids coming in here. We're trying. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Kid just woke up. See, as soon as we get into 80 here, there's no bid. Right? On the U. And again here, 640. Got to get some good bids here through 5 here. That's how I was, see? I mean, look at the ES. Comes up, boom, sold. So huge soak there, around 70, 80 here on the Q. Totally expected, right? This is overnight inventory. This is where their stops are, right? So they don't want to let price get past it. Otherwise, they're going to stop out. We're going to send the market higher. So first 5-minute close here is in the book. The big one, right? Big extended wick. We kind of expected that, right? We want to let things kind of calm down a bit here still. But massive wall building into 80 here as expected, right? Tons of stops here on the end. Can we get through? If we get through it, it'll pop. No guarantees here. We can just soak and absorb here and then rotate that auction back down towards 87. There's no bid. No bid into there. That's our first bid in for me. Yep. Our idea about where the stops are correct. Now we'll see if a bid kind of base is higher here. Very thin prints here, so we can come back and backfill. There we go, 687. There you go. Kind of backfilling structure. Price discovery. Trying to find where people want to bid. We have an idea, right? Our ideas are our level. Back into 22 here. So we'll just see if this can hold. If not here, we can drop, right? Drop down towards 74.02. Sell the lows, break the lows, and try to explore what's there. I'm okay with that. It's a deeper dip, and then catch some people inside here and we back up. There you go. Market sold. Rallies are being sold. Now the sellers get a chance here to take it lower and see what they do with it. So some interesting tape here down into the lows. There's some tape here being shown. Oh. What's up, buddy? Okay. So on the ES here, you got a lot of folks short here below 28. Say over, right? We're pulling up into that positioning here right now. So if we can bid past 28 here, see if bidding kind of kicks in, right? And we get just kind of a stop run. But from what I can see on the tape here, lower line in the sand here, just to start here is right around 28. Of course, it's 780, 85, as I said before Q. And as you can see, we ripped up no bid into 8, sold back down. Now it's all about just letting price settle here. You never want to get screwed in 5 minutes, man, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I always say, let the open 30 figure itself out, especially in these situations. And the rest of the day is pretty straightforward. So we're going to have a 10-minute close here. We'll see if it holds 2074 on the ES. See if it holds 687. It's going to be a very large handle. That. Planning on taking an entry there. System. Wicks are coming right off 17. Oh, and Q going for it. Let's see. Back into the supply here. Supply starts at right at 760. It's got a bid past it and basically past 80. If it catches a bid past 80, stops are probably just over 800. Pop. Get another opportunity. Let's just see what happens. Close is 10-minute. Pretty strong here. And Q or ES here now right into the last kind of ditch here for the cash session shorts. Right in around 33, 34. Oh, 1 second here, guys. I gotta help my kid. Daddy duties. Watch for the stop run here. Ooh, there we go. There's 800. What I tell you. Watch this, man. As soon as we get into 85 here, see what happens. See if they can run the stops here. We're digging in them right now. Watch what happens here on the NQ. They're either going to slam it down here or we're going to catch a bid stops. So we got a nice 10-minute setup here sitting at 22. See if we reverse, come back down, sniff it. Same here. I'm watching 742 here to see if the NQ can move up a higher bid. Again, those stops are over 800. Very, very obvious here on the tape. No idea if it'll go here, but it's kind of decision time, at least for the open session here. Same with ES here. We got a bid kind of past 41 here. See if we can run for that 74.61 target we have. Oh, there we go. Sniff here, 800. Go. See here, 800, kind of decision time. Remember, the stops on the NQ are over at 41 here on the ES. Everybody loves to sell that $100 level, right? But stops are there. If the stops get popped here, we could find ourselves on a run 80 pretty darn quick. We'll just have to see if they can. But could just stall here and slam all the way back down here, guys. This is decision time here, right? Just watching the tape here, selling. See the ES here as soon as we push into 40. See the offer here, about 1,231 contracts. Nothing too crazy, but it's there. Now it's adding more here, so we got about 3,000 contracts short there. Okay, cool. There you go. All right. So short position there from the. Yeah, you're good. Now I want to see if NQ is going to bid 742. We just came down to it. We bid it. Now we're back into the supply here into 800 here. We gotta find bid, man. NQ is going to try here to push through 41. See if it can make that leg here to 60. We'll see if they can get it. Still a lot of supply here. I think a lot of this depends on NQ here in 800 here. Been supply here since 8:20 this morning. That's what we were watching this morning. As soon as we hit 72, 75, sell. Come on. What are we doing here? There we go. Here's an attempt here. Again, 85. See how we curled there? Again, another attempt here. 2 minutes to go here on the 15-minute open. Our bulls buying. They're trying to get pushed through this stops here. Again, another attempt here for 800 stops. We'll see if we get them. And there, easy hold there. Gonna need some bid in. Let's see how this 15-minute candle closes here. We got about a minute and a half here to the close. We'll see how it opens. Or they're trying to sell the rallies, right? Sell the rally, sell the rally. This is the context I was a little bit worried of, right? See if it firms up here. So far, 687, 742 here is kind of look below and kind of held. Everybody's refreshed their short there at 800. Totally normal. Stops are. ES, it's pretty obvious here. We got a bid past this 42. We got to catch a bid over it. And then our target there is at 74.61 side. See if we can get it. It'll go here if the NQ here could bid past 800. A lot of stops here. Going back like over an hour. A lot of supply. So everybody is on the NQ is basically short sub 8. That's how I look at it. Still very spastic action here, right? See that? We got news here as well, right? Flash manufacturing PM, so that's news. See if that kickstarts something. Came down there to 742 perfectly there on the angle there. Back up in 85. We gotta go. Here we go. Let's see. Oh man, just tremendous short volume here, man. As soon as you hit 85, man, it's fucking sold, 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 sold. Gotta catch that bid. Very, very heavy here. NQ, expect our ES here, expect everyone to start shorting here at 48. Bulls need to absolutely drill this. Stall here, it'll just get pushed back. So Globex positioning kind of carrying over into the open. Okay, so these lower shorts, hold on. Market wanted to kind of try to keep selling these points, right? Now we push back down. All right, let's see what happens. Find a higher bid. Really got to get above 85, and then put a bid there and not let 800 sell. That's the whole goal here. It's very obvious that they're positioned short here from 800. Stops are over 800. And also we're attracting 75, 50 shorts on the ES, which everybody shorts starting at about. I would love to clear out these shorts here at 800, get a deeper pullback towards 80. See if we could even bid past 800. Very weak. Or it's being handled with ease. But we'll see. We'll take another run out of here. See what happens. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Their attempt here for 85. Let's go. Can we get the bids past 800? There's 51 here on the ES. Good bidding coming in here. And the highs, decent, not crazy. Kind of a stop run here. 800 is sniffing. We're tapping 85 here. Decision time here. We finally have our levels back here. Yes. Okay, we're back. Okay, cool. That did it. That did it. Finally. What'd I tell you? There we go. 74.61 target met here on the ES. We're almost at 80. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I know it's a momentum move here, guys, but this is the shit I talked about before the open. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen like that, right? Look at all the bidding here that kicked in at 42. All buying. Same with the NQ, rated 760. Hey, what did I say? They needed to get the bid past 85. Look what happened at 760. Oh, look at those prints. 6,300, 2690. Absolutely drilled it. And that's our 74.61 target met. Fucking told ya. Now that we've got our range of levels back, now we have to wait. We gotta wait. Let's just see what happens. So now that we've got that information, we're good, right? And we're almost at that 880 target here. On beautiful call here. That was the right plan to be bullish. Or levels, right? Levels over everything. There we go. Pretty much 880 target hit, right? Got about 20 points shy in the end. Gave you a beautiful 687 there, look below, recovered, boom. That gives us almost a 200-point move. Now we're cracking, right? So now we're in the pipe here in the ES, and now we're just going to look to see if we can pull back. I'll watch 51 here if we can pull back, right? There's no bid there or anything, no order flow. We're just going on a stop run, full one-time framing up here. So we might not even pull back here until we get to 70 here, 75 here. Don't chase it. Patient. Everyone good here so far? Perfect. Perfect morning. Silent. You can unmute yourselves, guys. Quite the move, right? Everybody, what I say, right? Everybody wants a short weakness. Let them sell weakness. Let's go long. Boom. See you later. Targets hit. There's our 74.61 on ES target hit and pretty 880 target here on the end. Beautiful. Now we got to let price calm down, see if it can pull back. Now, this is the tough part, is that everybody FOMOs in long here, right? Get me in, get me in. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I shorted, it didn't work. Now get me in long. So they chased along here, and it's hard to pull back when you get these massive one-time frame moves up, and they just keep the bid high, and every little pullback just gets bought here. So I have to wait like half an hour here for this thing to kind of pull back, all right? Be patient here. We'll just see where things settle. See if we push up here into 70. You can see some sellers starting to come in here around 64 here on the ES. We'll see if we can pull back to the bottom here to around 51 and a quarter, but this thing wants to continue to go higher. 880 is about to tag here. Incredible call. There you go. So hopefully that plan made sense here this morning. And now we'll just let the 30 close up here. We got 8 minutes to go here. And, I'll be right back. Just give me 2 secs here, guys. Just got to go grab a drink. Everyone cool? All right. Back here. Just give me like 2-3 minutes here, guys. I'll be back. I'll let it run. Okay. There we go. 880 hit. NQ still looking strong. We kind of close smaller time frames over. This thing still wants to push here, man. So we'll see if we can get up to 70 or so here on ES here. We'll get all our stuff. See. But you can see some offers here in the ES here coming in around 64, 65 here. A bit of a lack of a bid there at 65. So we're starting back here. Sellers there rated 100. This is normal here. NQ. See them starting to step in there. So we'll see if we can backfill a little bit. I'd like to see if we can backfill towards 51 here on the ES. And then we'll just see where the bid lands. Right now, you got some chasers getting sold into, right? There's no bid support here, so now we're pulling back. Beautiful. NQ, there's a little bit of action there into around, what is that, 34? See if we can get into it or not. So far, calling the day perfect. Tape was easy to see, man. Gave you guys the warning, told you where the stops were, told you the levels to hold, and then there we go. So we'll let the 30 close up here. We got 5 minutes to go. I say we be smart, let the 30 close up here. We'll see if we can pull back to 50. Just see if the level can trade and see if it'll. There's no tape there, right? So we got to let it trade. Hold up. I know I'm talking a lot, but I'm just trying to keep you guys on the right side of things. How you doing? Good. No, that's a company-wide thing from Apex. Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. I know the guys on YouTube can't hear you, though. I got the computer audio blanked up. But yeah, those Apex's live program is probably the biggest pile of crap I've ever seen, man. It's too bad. I really want them to do well, right, with their new rebranding, but I think this 20 account thing is like biting them in the ass. It's not good. No, it's like, how do you convert that to a live program, right? You know what I mean? So it's tough, right? I mean, the moment that somebody doesn't, if they have 20 accounts or 15 accounts, and they don't get 15 live accounts, everyone just goes ham, right? Oh, screw this, you guys suck. You know, they're in a tough place, right? Green tick, you got to tag Andreas there, sir. Sorry, go ahead, Paulo. Yeah. How do you avoid it? I don't know. Take some payouts and blow off some accounts, and then just continue to recycle it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, with a firm, I mean, a prop can move it live at any time, bro. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it more at the meeting today. Dig into it. All right, here we go. Pushing here on the NQ, looking above 900. Remember what I say? Hundreds, man, they like to sell it at about 13, 17 here. You can see it right here, right at 13, 15 here on the NQ. So we're starting to come in. Trying to fade that push above 900. 7,000 contracts bought above, well, even more actually. 15,000 contracts long here over 900. See them getting soaked up. There's a large seller coming in here. Trying to push it down. We'll see who wins this battle. Really shallow pullback here on the ES. So bid support came in. They rated about 55, 56, which sucks. I was hoping to get 51 traded, but we'll see if we close over 61. If 61 holds, remember the plan. If 61 holds and we bid above it, 81 be next, 81 and a quarter is next, and then we could retrace all the way back to 7,500. Do. Oh, we'll see how we close here. Got a minute to go in the close, right? And we'll just see how this next 30 opens. Looks like we're going to close above 61 yet. There it is. So we'll see if we'll pull back to 61 actually. So I'll continue to move up here with the auction, right? We want to let this level back test and see what's going to hold. If you look at the fives, we close below 61. Sorry, 60. Yeah, below 61, below 61. Then we close above 61. So now we got to see a pullback and see if we're going to, sync you just once. All right. 980's next. See if we get there. Almost there. You'll have some people. Everyone's going to short 950 here. Thank you. Loves it. Loves it. And we're almost here to 70 here on the NQ or on the ES. So we'll see if it gets up there. Mm-hmm. So we'll see what happens. There we go. There's 72. There's 980 there in the NQ. We're just still bidding like a mother trucker here, man. So we got a room all the way to... Everyone's going to short here at 30,000. They're going to... watch what happens here. Like, around short 30,000. It's going to happen. You're going to see it on the tape. You can already see them coming in here. So it didn't work here. Didn't work there. It didn't work there. We just keep shorting as it goes up. Keep shorting as it goes up. This is how shorts do it. They just keep getting ran over. You'll see supply come in here starting at about 8. And there's 75 on the ES bid. Weak bid there on the pop. So we'll see if they're able to bid through it and push it up to 80 here. 80 is that next leg target, 81.25. We're almost there. We're only about 5 points away. A lot of times we can see a reversal here. This kind of context. There's 30K there in the NQ perfectly. All right, let's see what happens here. Let's watch. Shall we? There we go. There's 80. Or sorry, almost there. Yeah, weak high there into 80. So we're starting to slow off here on the bid on the ES. 30K found the seller. So there we go. Marks as expected. So now everyone's long here on the NQ from 75. We can pull down and backfill that back to 30. Let's see if we do. They just keep bidding this thing real high. Their bidding is rated about 75 Q, and their bidding rate above 70. It's thin below us. So if we pull back down here, we'll backfill. Look at that. I tell you. What if I can tell you? It's like clockwork, man. But let's just see how far we can pull back, right? ES is coming into the bid here at 72. We'll see if we can get below that, 72 or 70. We'll see if our 70 level holds. I'd like to get a pullback here to 61 if we can. But this thing is bid really tight. There's a lot of FOMO going on. See it on the tape. It's hard to pull back, right? Usually it's like 1 minute, 5 minute traders just buying every pullback if we can't get a deep sell there. There you go. 980, they started selling into the move. Tremendous absorption there. Pulling back. Let's see what we can do. Oh, my kid's watching SpongeBob. SpongeBob's a funny show, man. All right, we're bidding heavy up here, man. Very tight. 72. Boom. They're taking another run here at 80. Full on one-time frame up auction, man. We've opened. 10 minutes just boom, 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 boom. Even the 5 minute, one-time frame up. Actually, no, we broke it on the 5 minute. 10 minute, we have not broken it at all. Right, we're pushing down. See if we can clear here below kind of 60-ish here on the NQ and do a little stop run here to the downside. They've absorbed a lot of inventory there from 980 into very obvious. Gonna push down here a little bit. Hopefully, got to clear these upper bids. It's tough. It's tough to get a pullback when everyone's FOMOing it. But this is where we trap offside longs here who chase it. But sometimes we don't. The auction is so strong directionally that we can't pull back. And we've seen this hundreds of times, right? So sometimes I'll wait 2-3 hours here before I get a trade because I don't join these types of moves. I have to wait for it to actually pull back. So we rip 50, 60 points on the NQ on the ES and it pulls back 5 points. I'm not buying, right? So sit out the entire move. But it's tough to pull back right now. There's a lot of FOMO on the tape, man. 72 is where your kind of bid is here on the ES, 72.70, and then right here is like 75 to 60 here on the NQ. I've distributed quite an amount there into 30K from 980, trying to pull down here yet. And you can see here from the ES here, above 75 here, all selling. So really good distribution here. It's just, if we actually pull back, they might just keep bidding it, get through this distribution and go for another 7,500. How's everyone doing? Everyone's all right? Oh, we've slowed down tremendously. See how we're pulling back here on the NQs here? Okay, now we're below 53, so we're below a lot of the bids here. So a lot of people long here over 950 here, feeling the pinch here. There we go. Now let's see if we can push down below 70 here on the ES, right? Very thin prints here below us. We'll just see if we can get below it here or not. Let's see. I think the market knows we got these thin prints here under 70 here, so they're doing everything they can to hold it here. So I never long when I see this, right? I always give it a chance for this to backfill. Give it a chance here to push down here through. See, otherwise it'll stay tight here on 70. It'll just keep holding here and it won't come down. So it's going to give us a 5-minute setup here. It's likely off 70 here. There's a chance to have to buy strength. So we'll see if we come back to 70. That's our first kind of long sit. Well, we got a long sit and go 31, 41, and then all the way up here at 70.75. So it is what it is. There, want it. Just understand if we trade below 70 here, we will do a stop run here to the downside. But so far, they're protecting those thin prints. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. We close just under 980 here on the NQ, so Watch the open of this candle here. They're going to try to push for new highs. Yep. Look at this. That's it. That's all they give you, man. Fucking it. So 70 is where your bid is. They won't let it backfill. Like I said, sometimes we can't even get a pullback. Just keeps going. It's one of those. Fucking brakes are off, boys. We'll see. We got a long setup. My 5-minute setup there at 70. See if it pulls back and fills. It's tight, right? I hate buying strength there. For now, that's all the market's giving you for a pullback. Let's see if it holds. Underneath 70.75, it's going to sell. All right, here we go. New highs were sold. Back under 980 here in the NQ. So look above 30K. People, nope, short that. Now just be careful here. It's hella dicey here as you come into 70. But let's just see if we can pull back and test the long setup. We haven't gotten a chance for a fill in a long setup here. See if the pullback actually. Fuck, they're just trying to ram a bid in here at 78. Yes, you can see it here at like 62 here on the trying to bid. Come on, what are we doing here? Lost my data here on the back. We're back. Man, this thing does not want to pull back. Too tight, man. Told you this could happen. He doesn't want to give it up. The bids are tight. They're chasing this thing higher and higher. We're one time framing up, right? But we'll see here if they can bid past 81, right? Like this is the level when we do this type of price action. Usually into 81, I look for kind of a topping. So far, we're getting that topping, but we're not getting any traction here. Back down toward these 70, but it can come. Just give it a chance to trade here. But over 81, if we bid, we got room here to push into 70. This thing is just fucking it wants to keep going here, guys. The good thing is that there's no short setups, right? It just keeps pushing the closes, just push on our levels, stay tight. There's no rejections. Just keep grinding through levels, right? Very strong directional side. Very strong auction. You got to be patient with this stuff here, guys. You can't just like FOMO into this and buy breakouts. And yeah, it can work, but that's the worst habits you can. This is like, I'm speaking from our system perspective. You have to be comfortable with letting a move go and not getting any. It's okay. You get the whole rest of the day. Usually post 11 o'clock, 11:30. That's when we usually want to start trading in our care about this directional move. We know we never get entry. We really pull back. The bid stays pinned. You'll rip 40 points. You'll pull back 2.5, 4 points. There's no entry. So directional moves are kryptonite. Well, most people love directional moves. I hate them. Always said that. Because you got to buy the absolute highs for more highs, right? So we don't that. We mainly look for reversals right into our zones. And yeah, if you don't catch it right away, if there's no setup to catch it right away, this is what happens. Okay. All right, let's see what happens here. Kind of struggling a bit here on these new highs. A lot of people bought that new high there. You can see a lot of people here over 81 here. Yes. Right. If I just, draw a line right here, I can say, okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, almost 10,000 contracts here along over that new high, right? See them kind of getting pushed into here. So we're trying to be patient, right? Trying to be patient, trying to let some sort of a short trap or long trap here work on new highs, see if they can push this market down. But we are staying bid here, boys. But a lot of people bought that new high, right? About 10,000 contracts. Long if this market can push down here below 80 here, we might see a little stop out here. See if we can get 70 traded. This fucking market now, we're bidding 80, right? Pullback right there, boom. One time frame it up. We have not broken a one time frame up auction. Now we got a long signal here. You at 980. Lord of mercy. Well, a smaller time frame, much smaller. This thing's probably going to push at least here into 90 here, guys, on the ES. 90, 96, might even tag 7,500. That's been our main goal here, right? From 74.22 is to rotate up to 7,500. So it's showing no signs of stopping here. So we're going to need some sort of a bid break. Just like yesterday. Hey, was it Sunday? Sunday night? Yeah, Sunday night. We're just offers. Couldn't break. Oh no, upside. Yeah, we're going up. Nothing's breaking, right? So nothing's breaking to the upside. Every bid that they put in the offer. It's gonna be a patient day here. And I never like to buy the highs, but this is what this type of auction makes you have to buy 80 get higher. So then you're hoping on a breakout from highs, and we don't. Just be patient here, guys. You got the whole rest of the day. Still a lot of volume here selling in. A lot. If you do the math here from 80, I mean, it could be a massive stop run to the upside, but from 80 here, you got, holy fuck, 12, 20, 24, so 25K, 10, 17, 13, 15, that's like 35, 40K on the micros short here from 80 into the highs, so wall here, but that can also be drilled to the upside. So there's a big positioning here. But we got about 10 minutes to go to close on balance. We'll let balance close up here and we'll see what happens at the C period. We'll see how we open. See how we close. Fucking street cats in the house here. Hey, kitty. I got this cat, this local cat here that just kind of hangs around. He shows up at my house at like 8 in the morning. Just comes into my house and sleeps all day. He's cool. I'll bring him up here once he's done eating. Yeah, Cheddar Bob. Yeah, Cheddar Bob's in the house. He's like that drunk friend that just shows up at like 7 a.m. and needs a place to crash. Oh, look at the ES here. Look at all the bidding coming in here. Look at the breakout buyers. 618, 484, 231. Now, if you have significant drop off here into these new highs, this thing's going to pull back, right? But right now they're buying it. Positive delta is pretty strong here. 618. Look at that. There they go. There's 330. And now we got to watch here, right? As soon as we hit these levels here, 330 on NQ and 790 here on the ES, we got to start watching now for reverse, right? I can keep going, right? We'll see if we can get up to here, right? 3050 and 95 here on the ES. So now I shift my attention up to a short, right? So I just let it trade, see where we push into, see what happens. So long to me is kind of over. We'll just now I start structuring my setup here for short. I mean, it can continue going, right? We could go up to 75.09 here today, right? But as soon as we hit in the zone, man, I'm going short. Right? Looking for it. Setup. Stalk it here and see where we set up. See, as soon as we hit 90 there. Yes, look at that. So from 90, if we reject, I would love to see 70 retrace here overall, right? That's what I would like to see. Just kind of see what happens. If we do have a 5-minute long setup here sitting right at 81. But I hate buying the highs, but there is a bid sitting there. Pretty nice, good order flow sitting right there, so it can work. There's nothing wrong with trying it on a 5-minute setup if you want. But a lot of times all we do is get like a 5 or 10 point pullback and it just keeps going. So let's see. Hopefully I've kept you guys safe here this morning, everyone in the room. Go, there's 81. Let's see if the 5-minute long setup works. I'm not taking it, but it can definitely work. I'd rather this thing pull back to 70 if we can. But there's a good chance this can hold here. But gone so far here, I would like to see this thing pull back a little. Give it a chance to. Plus, we're getting close. Well, we still got like 8 minutes left here. And NQ here pulling 980 could definitely try to give this market a chance to pull back. You see how we're selling pretty decently into it. It's not heavy. NQ, or sorry, ES here actually a lot more. Actually pretty selling, but easily. Right, so you would have gotten your fill here. You're almost at an R. Five here, and got your R, 85.5. See, there you go. There's your R. That's all you need. Easy trade. The market's hungry on every pullback, right? This is like waiting for a deeper pullback. A lot of times it's not going to happen in this type of auction. One shot to get it, 2 shots, or you had a chance to. That was the first entry on our system that actually gave a chance to get on a retest by strength like. But see what happens here. 5 minutes to go here on the 30. I'll just let the 30 see what's up. Could get a nice short signal here. 30, 30, 30. Big wick. Come on, yes, break this fucking. See if we can come. Please. A little bit of a deep pullback. 70 would be awesome to come back and test. We'll see on the next 30. But any questions here as we come to the close of balance? Look where current IB high is. Oh, look at that. It's right at our 74. Right. We'll see how we close, but it's probably going to close there. Might move a little bit if we come back up to the IB low is way down at our 74.12, 22 area. Held up really well and then dropped short. Expected to do. But any questions here? No change to the plan here I laid out for you guys this morning. 61, we got over 61, set over 61 here. We could open up 80, 7,500. We've hit 80. perfectly on the ES. We almost got to 7,500 here. We stopped about 10. Now this market's trying to rest and kind of digest this. So no change to the plan, man. 7,500 still can trade. That's the thing that the bulls are trying to get to, right? Yearly level, right? Big level. So any questions here, guys, as we come to the close of balance? I'll stay with you guys all day here in the room. See, I'll be on and stuff like that. Yo. Yeah, there's no pullback to it though, right? So yeah, we'd have to. There's no order flow there as well, so we'd have to pull back to it, see if it's going to hold. So we see how we're selling here now to the top of the pipe here into 30, right? So there is some bids here as you come into 30, but into 80, we'd have to trade it, see if we're going to hold. But no pullback, we kind of just drilled through it. There's no order flow there, no nothing. So careful about that. But if it trades and sets up and holds, cool, right? But you know, we could just come down to 30 here, catch the bounce, right? A lot of times when we reject off our, where we expect price to reverse, we come down to where 31 sits and go boing, right? You see we're wicking right off it here, off 31. Yeah, so that bid starts right at 40, and that's exactly where the go. Fuck, we couldn't even trade 70 there. Oh, so annoying. But you'll push back into 90. You'll have people trying to fade IB high here next period, right? On the yes, and then also ink, right? IB high there is right above our 20 level. So you'll have people that will inflect there. And, you know, you're going to have everyone's going to short here at 30K. So it's going to be, you're going to attract sellers here overall. And we'll just see if the bids can hold on to it. This thing could, I mean, if we break below 70 on ES, this thing's going to get drilled down, man. Then prints below it. See what happens here. All right. Yeah, you betcha. I'll be here all day here with you guys. We'll just see how we open this next 30 here. I'll stay with you guys here for a little bit. The long at 70 sketches me out because I can see what's beneath, right? But if we could just come down into it and go boing. A pretty chunky bid there, right? 5,100, 1,800. They're all layered up pretty nice. Sellers are moving down here on the tape into 78. Here on the ES, it's nice to see. They're trying to move down here, but there's a bid here just trying to kick 76, trying to be like, yeah, I'll take that. Wow. Look at how heavy they're selling into this. Look at the bids that are taking this on. That was great tape. Beautiful stuff there, man. See that? 33,000 contracts sold on ES into 76. The bid came behind it there. Just scooped it all up. Probably going to open this auction rate on 81, which sucks. So we're going to open rate on. Of course. We got here 30 seconds, 40 seconds. All right, there you go. Nice deep look below. Stop out level held. Back above 80. There's your bid. It's right at 76, 77-ish, right? So wouldn't let 70 trade. See if we close above or below the level. We close right on the level. It's inconclusive, and it either buys as soon as the auction opens or sells as soon as it opens. So. All right, level held, 80 held there. Bids came in and scooped that up. Now we'll see what happens here. Start of the 30. Come back up. Retest IB high. Let's see. Right, there we go. Drop into the level. Let's see if the sellers are able to drill this down here or not. Let's see if the bids react here. Save 80. Sellers jumping in fairly heavy into the level. It's selling into it. We'll see if the bid reacts here. 78, 77. Sellers are coming in pretty aggressive here. 78. See if the bid is able to hold it here. Otherwise, we're going to go sniff. Yep, they're selling. 78, 77, 76. Coming down. Should break here. And we should drop down into 70. So we're testing the bid. And this is the sketchy part, right? If we break this, if we break 70 here, we're going much lower here. So happens. Go coming into 70. Let's see. Vision time. And coming into 880 here on NQ. Remember, there's been no pullback here, so now we're coming into thin print. So now we got to see if order flow is going to show up here. There is some bid support here as you come into 70 here on the ES. Just see if it holds. Good selling here into the level, so ES got to hold here. Otherwise, you even get a test of the level. Of course, you're going to front run it, aren't you? Because the bid is right there at like 70. Not going to let it trade, are you? See how they're gobbling up the inventory here? Probably going to just go up here. Fuck, no fill. Too bad. It happens. Yeah, I was going to take a stab at it. No fill. Still could come down. Sellers are right here at 78. So our old 8.5 here, right, is interacting here with 8, but I still don't like 70 that much just because I know what's beneath it, but it had a nice soak there below 76. Gobbled up the tape. See if it comes back down here in attempts. It's still sketchy, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. If we can get up there, yeah, absolutely. We got an up tape, right? So we're just see if the pullback's gonna some action. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, all good. Getting pretty crowded here at 78. So sellers are stepping down here at 78 on the tape. See if they're able to push down here again. 70. Oh. Still sketchy here, man. They're gonna come in here fucking heavy. Let's see. and hot. See if you get it. See if we get the level tagged. All selling this, yeah. See the negative 500 here on the delta. Let's see. They're going to drop into 70 here, and they're going to try to drill it down. Let's see if we can get it tagged, and we'll see what the prints look like here. We'll see if the setup holds here or not. I don't like drill down tape like this, but it's not like too heavy like speed drill. Just a consistent grind. But right there, see the sellers just interject there, 72. Or sorry, buyers interject there at 72. That bid there that's sitting there from the 10 o'clock push candle there. So that positioning is refreshing there. Motherfuckers. There you go. Let it trade. There you go. There's your answer. I know it sucks. No. It is what it is. You can see it, right? You can see it as you start to make that low 71.75. It was just there like, nah. All you get. Ding, and then bids just went. That thing. Look at that. Trigger. One sec here, guys. All right, I'm back. All right, that was bought. Didn't get the fill there at 70. That's too bad. Still might come down here, but it is what it is. We'll just hang out there and see if 80 rejects here and comes back down. Still not out of the woods yet here, but that bid there at 70 is pretty nice. So we'll see if 80 rejects here. You got a lot of short sellers there at 300 here, putting the pressure on. So I don't think we're out of the woods here yet. I think we still can reach 70 and get a little dicey underneath here, but let's see. Here we go. We're going to test it. Let's see. Get into it. You see the shorts are foaming at the mouth here. Here we go. They're going to drop into this. So be careful here. Let's see what happens. See if it holds. 900 here also on the NQ. One tick shy of hitting the level there on the ES. And if they're going to come in here, they're going to drop in here and try to drill these thin prints. This is the only thing, the main thing you got to be worried about. See, watch this. Just be careful here. Here they come. 160, 190, 211. So bids are low here. Offers are low here, right around 73, 74. So we got to see this bid really hold up. Otherwise, the stops here will take us lower. So watch as soon as you hit 73 here. 73, 74. This pop just gets sold here right away. Then we're under a lot of pressure. Could look lower. I don't like. Yeah, careful here. Thin prints. Nothing holding this thing up here now. Brr, brr, brr. There you go. Backfill done. Told you. There you go. Back to 61 we go, I guess. Nothing there. I mean, there's some bid support down at, 50, around 61. So we'll go down there most likely here. Unless we push up here off like 68 here and kind of recover 70. But la, 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 la. So sellers are in control here from about 72, 73. So if we look above 70 here, we'll see if they interject there. Expect them as soon as we come up into the level here, they're going to try to refresh the offer. See that? So we'll come down lower here. Just give it a chance to come. And we should come lower. But we'll see. Got about 4 minutes to go here on this candle here. So give it a chance to trade and just see what happens. So NQ shorts here right about 913 here. So they're fading 900. Yeah, 68. As soon as we pull up here on the ES, it's very short here. Our old 68.5 guy, right? 8.5. Got to bid past him. The old 8.5. Not looking too good here, but we'll let it trade. We'll see if we can bid past 70 here or not. Here's the attempt. So this thing is either going to sniff 70, 73 here and just push right back down here, or we're going to see some recovery here. Let's see. So far, we can't even trade 70. Yeah, fuck that. This thing's fucking sold. Being pounded here. No reason not to backfill this here back to 61 here. So we'll give it a chance to come down. But we'll see. We'll let the 10-minute close here, or at least the 15 close. See what happens. See if there's some push here to get back over 70 like this. We'll see here. Here we go, 73. Let's go. Let's see what they do. Oh my goodness. Can they get it? 74.5 was the top there. Can we get to 75? Nope. See. Top of the offer there is right at 74.75. That's literally the high of that tick. So they're just going to push this down here again. Just hang on here, buddy. Hang on here. You're not, Chris. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm out of the long there. I took the long setup at 70. I almost got stopped out there. I just got the fill. Sorry, Chris. You're not muted, dude. You don't have any audio on your side. You got to plug back into the audio, broski. Right, so got a nice R there. Pulled an R out. Tough trade, right? Almost got stopped out, but this is why our system is the best, right? Because we know where to put our stops. Yeah, I can hear you now, bro. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, I mean, these types of trades where you're pushing down and you're looking for that balance, it gets really sketchy, right? But the setup was there. I didn't like the thin prints. Yeah, Ajmal, I just have my limit out there, bro. Here, I'll post the trade. Chart. Yeah, yeah. I took it right at the low. Yeah, I can hear you, buddy. Yep. You know, I think it's either we take the trades, it set up properly in the system, or we don't, right? Like it looks, and you see where 5 points. If I'm going against this push down, I'm not staying any longer than 5 points on the ES, right? In, out. That's the correct call because we're backfilling now. We're pushing back down. So like, I don't want to stay long in this trade, right? I want to just boom, take my setup, get in, get profit, get out to the next, right? So we'll see what happens here. We'll see if we can push down into 61. See if we can get down there. It's been a good session here so far, though. Hey, what's that? Yeah, but this goes to show you why you don't chase moves, right? Because eventually, when you have all these thin prints and weak structure, and this is exactly what I talked about on that order flow video that I published, we have intraday structure that we have to come back and repair, right? So you never chase these fucking moves higher because they almost always come back and repair structure. This is what it's doing. It's backfilling that push from 9:50 and 10 a.m. All those thin prints there, we're basically trading them down to 65. So it's basically backfilled here now. And now you're seeing the bids starting to come back in here at 65. So let's see if we can get down into 61 here at least. And Q is also backfilling here down to 834. So we're almost there as well. So we should trade down there. See what happens here. We'll see if price wants to kind of bounce. I'll stay with you guys here to the top of the hour here and go and text here with you guys in the room. But any questions here, guys? Look at the selling coming in here now. Told you, man. Backfill, backfill, backfill. There we go. All right, so we got a lot of that structure repaired. We'll just see what happens here into 61. Could stay heavy here, man. Could just drill here all the way down to 51 and a quarter. There's no long setups at all here until like even 41 or 31 here. So we have to let price pull back here and see what level we're going to hold here. Do, 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 do. There we go. There's 830 there on the NQ. Perfect. Staying heavy into it, man. We can keep going down. We'll see if they push this thing down to 85 or not. We'll watch 61. See if something comes here. A lot of times we'll see bids start to come in here. And there was a massive bid here at 62 on the move up. Now that I look at it here at 950. So there is a massive bid, previous bid here as you come to the level. So we have a good chance that we could hold this. Minute and a half to go here on the 10. So we'll see if the, so I'll watch 61 here. See if we get rotation here in our chop zone. Lower offer here is right at 64. There you go. Bids interjecting right away. See if that holds up. We'll see if we come back down towards 61, but this just might go. I saw that. I had to zoom in on the tape there, right? We held 34 nicely, but I saw 950 there. We had an 8,200 contract bid there that pushed it 62 there on the push up at 950 here. So that's why we come back down to his bid, and he's just like, yeah, I'll buy it again. So we'll keep an eye on him. Do 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 do. All right, well, there's a 5-minute short signal there of 70.75. I'm not going to look for that. I'll just look to see if we come back down and revisit that bid. But you could take it there at 70.75 if you want it. Nothing wrong with that. The 10-minute short setup there too as well. Wrong with it? Absolutely nothing wrong with it. See if we pound back into 61 and what the result is here. See if they revisit and they just slam it and lower. So typically with sell tape is we put in a support there, we come back down, we bounce off it, and then when we revisit it, they just drill right through it. Right? Remember when we were selling those few days where it was bid off there a few weeks ago? That's what was going. Right? Come down, bounce, actually come back, retest it, and then we just get absolutely drilled through. Right? But we'll see what happens here. I like the bid at 61 there, right? You had a good reaction off it, and now you're seeing us push up here. So very nice. That's where your support is. Okie strong. NQ off 34 to the tick. Strong. We're back to 930. You didn't even bother giving you a retest there. It came back down to like 45. It just took off. So we'll see if the short setup works here off 70, or if you are taking it. Careful here. See if they're able to stuff this pullback here. But good bid support there at 61. That's what the bears have to break here today now for the rest of the day. $51. Mama. All right, pushing down. See if we can push down here, come back down and revisit 61 here or not. Okay, let's go see. All right, so far the short setup working there. There's your 1R. Beautiful. Let's see if we push for a 2R and go to the bottom here and go sniff 61 here. Watching on this push down where the sellers get back into it. It's right here around 66, so they're trying to follow this move a little lower here. Going to come and test 61 here again, so sellers doing a good job. See if they pound 61 here. Watch the drop down. Remember what we talk about with the tape all the time there, fellas? The drop in. Come down to 61. Do they drop in and put the offer below 61 right away? Traded. Come. Get it. And the tape here as we come into the level. 62, man, they're putting their orders there right at the wick, man. Bugging me. I know that the bid is there from 950. It's right at like 61 and a half, right above the level. So sometimes it's really hard to get that thing kissed. Let's see if they drop into 61. Try to take out the bid. Or it's holding. Guys. Oh, man. You win an offset, you don't get filled there. Way front ran. So we're just chopping here now. Right? Take another stab out of here. We'll watch 66, kind of 68 here. This is where your offer is here. So they'll keep refreshing here. Try to take another. Let's see if we get. All right, there it is. Here we go. They're going to go for it here. Let's see if they're able to take it out. Remember, drill down tape. Here it comes. 22, 27, 71. See if they're able to take out the bid here. It'll be a stop run, man, if they get it. Obviously. So watch, if we pull up here, watch as soon as you hit into around 66. That's where your kind of offer starts. Buy starts if you get into there from here, but nope. 64.5. You know, it starts right at 65.75 here. So there you go. We're only able to bounce a couple points here. They're keeping it tight, so they're going to try to sell this. We'll see if they're successful here. Sellers are staying on it. What do we got here? Ooh, there's less than 4 minutes left to go in the close. I didn't miss the time here. Terrible timing here. But we'll see if they save it. Careful here. 30 close here is going to be important. They're heavy low here, right around 62, trying to get it. They get back over 62, 63, we'll come back up, see if we can test where the bigger bid is or bigger offer is here in around 66, but they're keeping this thing really tight low. See, not looking too good, but we'll see how they close it. 3 minutes to go. Like I said, it'll be a stop run to the downside here if they take it out. They're heavy here, man. 62 offers sitting right here, 62 and a half. Tight, man. Sell, sell, sell. How you want to close this, bulls? 64. Can we get into 65.7? You're almost there. There you go. Boom. There you go. Whew, tough trade there, man. I'm in and I'm out. Got my 1R. So there's a 2R there for the day. In and out. I didn't notice the timing until I got filled. I know we were less than 5 minutes from the 30 here. So I just took the long setup that I wanted off 61 based off the tape there and the close. So anyone else take it there in the team? Yeah. Yeah, no, I actually screwed that up. As soon as I got filled, I looked at my 30. I was like, oh, fuck. There's 2.5, 3 minutes left to go on this 30. That's not good. But I was already in it. There's nothing I could do. Yeah. No, I know. Yeah. 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 So let me expand on that. So the only time I really break that rule is if it's like my key level of the day, like 39 yesterday or whatever, right? 78 or whatever. That's the only way I'll break that thing. I just didn't look at my timer. I was just like, as soon as I got filled, I was just looking at the tape because I was focused on this bid that was there. I'm like, okay, cool, gotta hold this here and whatever. And I looked, I was like, oh man, that's not good. But whatever, I'm in and I'm out. Oh. Yeah. 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 No, but when we're trading in the zone, it's 1 to 2 hour max, right? Don't hold trades, right? Yeah, we can continue lower. No, you're doing it right? Just like when we're trading in this rotational zone, 1 to 2 hour trades, that's it, right? Because this area will frustrate you, right? It'll be up, down. Like remember yesterday around 39, how ridiculously between 39 and 48, how frustrating it was, but it was actually really clean. And if you reran the day like we did at the meeting, you can see we did like there was like 8 to 10 earned wins, right? And it traded really clean. Oh yeah. Yeah. So there we go. Okay, so we held the level, right? It's not a really bullish 30-minute close. It's a deep red 30-minute, right? It held the level. There is a bid here at 61. If it breaks, we will go lower. We'll go down to the bottom of our rotation zone, go down into 51, etc. It still is thin beneath us. It's still a pretty heavily sold bounce auction. You're going to have to see this 30 bid 61 here right away. If we bid 61, then we'll target a rotation up to 81. Okay, guys, that's the plan for the rest of the day. If we break down through 61, we'll look for rotation, hopefully down into around 41, or we could retrace the entire day down to reversal zone starting it. So we'll see. Okay, I'll be here all day with you guys. I'm just going to give my voice a break. I'll be back on with you guys here. All right. Any questions? Everyone's good? Awesome. And to everybody watching on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. If you love what I'm doing, hopefully you saw the absolute accuracy of what I do here with my team. Just hit the Discord there, man. Come in. It's free, right? I'm doing this for free for you guys. Look how amazing this is. Look at this. Come on in and learn, right? I'll help you guys not piss against the wind, right? That's my whole shtick, right? Not an ego-driven community here. It's a small community. I'm starting to grow it. And this is the type of edge we got. So see me call the top and bottom all day long. All right. So thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up, maybe a like and subscribe. That'd be cool. I'll continue to update videos and post cool stuff. But thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Hopefully we'll see you in the room.